The phenomenon of Shen Yu, the Chinese actress, singer, and model born on February 27, 1997, in Wugong, Hunan, has transcended her on-screen roles and blossomed into a vibrant, fan-driven universe of storytelling. Known for her breakout performances in dramas like A Love So Beautiful, 2017, and Meteor Garden, 2018, Shen Yu has become a cultural touchstone, inspiring a global fanbase to craft intricate narratives around her persona, blending her real-life charm with the fictional worlds she inhabits. This article dives into the art of fan-created narratives surrounding Shen Yu, exploring how fans have transformed her public image into a canvas for creativity, connection, and community. As you read, imagine yourself as part of this creative ecosystem, perhaps even contributing your own story to the tapestry. What kind of tale would you weave around Shen Yu's endearing smile or her relatable vlogs? Shen Yu's rise to fame began with her role as Chen Xiaoxi in A Love So Beautiful, a role that cemented her as the quintessential girl next door, with a heart of gold. Her portrayal of Dong Shankai in Meteor Garden further amplified her appeal, showcasing her ability to embody resilience and vulnerability. But it's not just her acting that has captivated audiences, it's her off-screen authenticity, showcased through her vlogs and social media presence, that has fueled a unique form of fan creativity. Fans don't just admire Shen Yu, they actively build worlds around her, crafting stories that extend beyond the screen. Have you ever felt a spark of inspiration from a celebrity's candid moment, urging you to imagine their life in a new way? Fan-created narratives, often shared on platforms like Weibo, Bilibili, and Archive of Our Own, AO3, take many forms: fanfiction, fan art, video edits, and even role-playing threads. These stories range from reimagining Shen Yu's drama characters in alternate universes to inventing entirely new personas for her. One popular genre is the real-person fiction, RPF, where fans write stories featuring Shen Yu herself, often paired with co-stars like Dylan Wang or Qin Zhiyuan, based on their palpable on-screen chemistry. For instance, a fan might pen a tale where Shen Yu and Dylan Wang, who played Dao Mingxi in Meteor Garden, navigate a modern-day romance as ordinary college students. Picture yourself writing a scene. Would you place them in a bustling Beijing cafe or a quiet seaside town? The freedom to choose is part of the magic. What makes these narratives so compelling is their emotional depth. Fans pour their own experiences into these stories, using Shen Yu's relatable persona as a vessel. A Weibo user once described her vlogs as a hug in video form, noting how her candid explorations of her hometown or her playful interactions with friends feel like an invitation to connect. This sentiment drives fans to create stories that mirror their own hopes and struggles. For example, a fanfiction might depict Shen Yu as a young artist in a futuristic city, grappling with self-doubt but finding courage through friendship, echoing the fan's own journey. Have you ever seen a celebrity's authenticity inspire you to reflect on your own life? The interactivity of these narratives is amplified by the platforms where they thrive. On Bilibili, fans upload video montages that blend clips from Shen Yu's dramas, vlogs, and interviews with original music or voiceovers, creating mini-narratives that feel like short films. One such video, titled Shen Yu, the Happy Adult, has garnered thousands of views, with fans commenting on how her laughter seems to heal them. These videos often invite viewers to contribute ideas for the next edit in the comments, fostering a collaborative storytelling environment. Imagine you're editing a video. What song would you pair with Shen Yu's radiant smile to tell a story of joy? Fanfiction, particularly on AO3, is another cornerstone of this creative landscape. Writers craft elaborate tales that reimagine Shen Yu's roles or place her in entirely new settings, from historical dramas to sci-fi epics. One popular trope is the alternate ending for Meteor Garden, where Dong Shankai chooses a different path, perhaps becoming a journalist inspired by Shen Yu's real-life studies at Hunan Normal University. These stories often incorporate details from Shen Yu's life, like her love for food or her quirky sense of humor, making them feel deeply personal. If you were to write a fanfic, would you keep Shen Yu's character close to her real self or invent a bold new version of her? The art of these narratives lies in their ability to blur the lines between reality and fiction. Shen Yu's vlogs, where she directs, shoots, and edits her own content, provide rich material for fans to draw from. A trending on Weibo article praised her for creating visual feasts that offer solace to viewers, highlighting her multitasking skills and authenticity. Fans take these glimpses, her wandering through quaint streets or laughing over a bowl of noodles, and weave them into stories that feel like extensions of her world. One fan on Weibo noted, "Shen Yu's vlogs are like a story I want to live in," inspiring a fanfic where she's a time traveler exploring ancient China. What moment from her vlogs would you turn into a story? Social media platforms like Weibo and Twitter amplify this creativity through hashtags like #ShenYuVlogs or #MeteorGardenCouple, where fans share snippets of their work and invite others to join in. These hashtags become virtual campfires, where fans gather to swap ideas and build on each other's stories. For instance, a Twitter thread might start with a fan posting a sketch of Shen Yu as a fantasy warrior, prompting others to write short stories or create video edits based on the same concept. This collaborative spirit turns individual creativity into a collective narrative. Have you ever joined a fandom discussion online? adding your own twist to a shared story? The fan-created narratives also reflect Shen Yu's cultural impact. Her roles in A Love So Beautiful and Meteor Garden resonate with audiences across Asia, particularly in Southeast Asia, where her portrayal of relatable, determined heroines has sparked a wave of fan content. In the Philippines, fans have created comics reimagining Dong Shankai as a local student, blending Filipino culture with Shen Yu's signature charm. This cross-cultural storytelling showcases how fans use her image to bridge cultural divides, creating narratives that feel both universal and deeply personal. If you were to localize Shen Yu's story, what cultural elements would you weave in? Shen Yu's real-life actions further fuel these narratives. Her 2020 philanthropic efforts in Guangzhou, supporting education and women's empowerment, inspired fans to write stories where she's a modern-day hero, perhaps leading a community initiative in a fictional city. These tales often cast her as a beacon of hope, reflecting her real-world impact. Fans also draw from her variety show appearances, like the In Two with Dylan Wong, to craft stories about friendship and camaraderie. Imagine you're writing a story inspired by her charity work. Would you make her a quiet leader or a bold activist? The romantic speculation surrounding Shen Yu, particularly with Dylan Wong, adds another layer to these narratives. While a 2025 article claimed they married, this seems to be a fan-driven rumor rather than fact, as other sources emphasize their friendship. Yet, fans have seized on their Meteor Garden chemistry to create countless love stories, from fluffy romances to angsty dramas. A Bilibili video titled Dylan Wong and Shen Yu, Hihi, R.A. Choi D, captures their playful dynamic, inspiring fans to write tales of a slow-burn romance. If you were to write a Shen Yu a Dylan Wong story, would it be a fairy tale romance or a bittersweet tale of mischances? These narratives aren't without criticism. Some argue that real-person fiction blurs ethical lines, projecting fantasies onto real individuals. A trending on Weibo article noted detractors who question Shen Yu's cutesy persona, though fans overwhelmingly defend her authenticity. This tension inspires meta-narratives where fans explore the ethics of their creations, writing stories where Shen Yu herself confronts her fictional selves. Such stories invite readers to reflect. Where do you draw the line between admiration and projection? The interactivity of Shen Yu's fan narratives extends to role-playing communities, where fans become Shen Yu or her characters, acting out scenarios on platforms like Discord or Weibo. These role-plays can span weeks, with participants collaboratively building sprawling sagas. One popular scenario casts Shen Yu as a detective in a noir-inspired world, solving mysteries with her Meteor Garden co-stars. If you joined a roleplay, what role would you assign Shen Yu, and how would you interact with her character? Fans also engage through fan art, creating stunning visuals that reimagine Shen Yu in fantastical settings, think steampunk heroines or galactic explorers. These artworks often accompany fanfiction, enhancing the storytelling experience. A Weibo user praised Shen Yu's daylight vibes in her vlogs, inspiring artists to depict her in sunlit, ethereal scenes. If you were to draw Shen Yu, what colors and themes would you choose to capture her essence? The emotional resonance of these narratives lies in their ability to create community. Fans bond over shared stories, whether through commenting on a Bilibili video or co-writing a fanfic. Shen Yu's own engagement with fans, through vlogs or variety shows, feels like an invitation to keep creating. A Weibo post described her as a girl in a little town story, evoking nostalgia that fans channel into their work. This sense of connection makes every story a dialogue between Shen Yu and her fans. Have you ever felt a celebrity's work brought you closer to others? As you explore this world, consider contributing your own narrative. Maybe you'd write a short story where Shen Yu is a time traveler, inspired by her vlog about wandering quaint streets. Or perhaps you'd create a video edit blending her Mr. Bad scenes with a haunting melody. The art of fan-created narratives around Shen Yu is a testament to the power of fandom to transform admiration into creativity. So, what's your story? How would you add to this ever-growing tapestry of Shen Yu's legacy?